But did you cheat on Brennan?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Jack and Glenn channel. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you miss any of our reviews. Today, we're talking about Emily cheating on Brennan. The question was asked on the After Party by Keisha Knight Pulliam. But before there, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you miss any of our reviews. As I mentioned, the question was answered, the question was asked and kind of answered on this past episode of After Party, where Keisha asked Emily flat out, did you cheat on Brennan? Emily could not, at first she tried to lie and escape around it, not give a definite answer of what actually transpired and what really actually happened between her and Brennan, or her and the Australian guy. Emily didn't really want to give her take on what actually transpired. Listen to what she said.
I did not cheat on Brennan. Also, what's funny about this is that for me, it wasn't really cheating. It was like, I'm just trying to prove what I've been trying to prove is like, you were never in this.
You didn't. She said two statements there. I didn't really cheat on Brennan, but it really wasn't cheating. Which one is it? Did you cheat on him, or it really wasn't cheating? Because you can't have both, right? You didn't cheat and it really wasn't cheating. You have to either do one or the other. And your friend said that you hooked up with the Australian guy, right? From the past After Party that Becca was on, Becca told us that Emily actually was mad at Brennan, and she went out because she was mad at Brennan because what she found on Brennan's iPad, and she hooked up with an Australian guy. Here's what Becca said.
She gets angry. She goes out one night, and there's an Australian guy flirting with her, and she did make out with this Australian guy.
See, and this is what I didn't like about the After Party. Becca didn't say, girl, you know you hooked up. If you're a true friend, you hold her accountable. You already held her accountable on a previous After Party. And now she's trying to lie and justify it, knowing, okay, I get it. She didn't know what Becca said. Becca already spilled the beans. Becca already said you was mad at Brennan. Becca already said that you hooked up with an Australian guy, and he said you made out with an Australian guy. It does not sound like the Australian guy kissed you, right? Because that's her explanation. I didn't really kiss him. He came up and kissed me. Well, if that's the case, we can't justify it. But this is how she tried to justify the fact that she really was the one cheating, but it was all about the Australian guy.
But listen, the bottom line is,
so I'm getting there, yeah.
Did you or did you not hook up with the Australian guy at the bar?
Yeah, the Australian kissed me at the bar. So if you want to call that cheating, sure.
The Australian guy kissed me at the bar. You didn't walk away from the kiss. You embraced the kiss. It was enough of a kiss that your friend felt like you made out with him. I was a friend. I liked Emily at the beginning of the show. I felt sorry for Emily at the beginning of the show. I even thought, you know what? It's all Brennan's fault. I always thought the whole thing was on Brennan. But come to find out, this thing is all on Emily. It's on Emily. The way he treated Emily was because of Emily. The way he asked Emily to delete diary cams was on Emily. You're going to put me out there like I'm the villain, but you're the one going out cheating. You're the one going out there kissing other people. You're the one. This dude, look, I'm not saying Brennan was 100% clean in all this, but what I am saying is that Emily was just as dirty as Brennan. We're giving Brennan a hard time. Emily was just as dirty as Brennan. Emily cheated. Emily lied about cheating. Emily tries to play the victim role in all this and justify her behavior. It doesn't justify your behavior for cheating. It is not Brennan, y'all. It is definitely Emily, and she tried to justify it. But again, back to Becca. Becca, hey, call your friend out. Let her know. Hey, this is what I said. This is what I did. It's not all the guy's fault, right? On this After Party, they try to say the guys manipulating them and try to get them to stay silent. Try to get them, make them stay silent. And it was more of a guys versus girl thing. Can't no one make you silent when you don't want to be silent. Becca talks about how, it was about, they didn't want us to talk about sex on camera. You talked about sex the whole time on camera. He never stopped you. You talked about how you wanted to have sex with him. You talked about how y'all was pegging and talking about pegging. So again, they try to make it as if the men, Brennan and Cameron, were just so terrible and that they were totally innocent. Emily wasn't innocent. Claire definitely not innocent. Becca's not innocent in none of this. None of these women were innocent in any of this. And I think some of the men are getting a bad rap because the women were playing games. Claire was playing games because her relationship was over. Emily's playing game because Brennan didn't like her like that, and she has to ask herself, why didn't he like her like that? Was it because she was getting drunk all the time? Was it because she lied? Was it because she was mad at him because she cheated? Right? We don't know at what part she cheated on in this relationship. But if it was early on, I can't blame him for not wanting to be with her. I don't blame him for not wanting to put her business out in the street. But again, Cameron doesn't care. Cameron put everybody's business out in the street on the last after party, so we're talking about it. It's about Emily. Emily answers the question. She did cheat on Brennan. She tried to lie about it, try to justify it. Cheating is cheating. You're married to somebody, you're in a relationship with somebody, and you make out with somebody, that is cheating. Regardless of what they did, regardless of how they treated you, regardless of how they talk to you, it does not make it right. Don't justify the behavior. The behavior was a cheating behavior, and now you're trying to play the victim. And you can see in her body language, she was getting upset with Keisha again by the way that Keisha asked the question. Keisha, look, I know some people is not a big Keisha Knight Pulliam fan, but I'm glad Jamie Otis is not on the show, right? I'm glad we took Keisha Knight Pulliam. I'm like the fact that like Keisha didn't let it go. She asked the question twice. Did you cheat on Brennan? And she gave some answer. She's like, no. Did you cheat on Brennan? Did you make out with an Australian guy? Yes. Plain and simple. Don't let it go. Hold people accountable. And she held her accountable. Emily's not innocent. She answered the question. She cheated on Brennan. Does this change your mind on Brennan? Y'all let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Once again, hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you miss any of our reviews. Married at First Sight, y'all. They should have showed all this during the season. It might have been more interesting. Let this play out. Which they talked about it in the season. There's a lot going on in the season where people are shunning and telling other people not to talk. Hey, it's a reality show. Show it. If you do it, it should be shown. If you're a cheater, let everybody know. If you talk behind each other's back, it is what it is. All these quiet conversations, all these off-camera conversations, it's kind of destroying the show. But that's another video that's another statement and another video for another time. I wish they would have showed the cheating and everything that transpired and when this happened. And I wish they would have showed them talking about it on camera. But once again, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our reviews. Make sure you give us a big thumbs up, and we'll talk to you later.